I love math, math, math. Math can change the world. I love two-factor. I like the box method. Don't miss a Mr. Ing video. I love polynomials.
Open graphing calculator. On the far right side, there is a wrench. If you click on the wrench, you can make the numbers bolder, and you can click on reverse contrast. In question number 13, I'm going to type in 0.86x squared. So you can use your keyboard. If you rather use the keyboard that's on the Desmos, you can pull it up here. And to get x squared, you could type in x and then the exponent. Or if you made a mistake, there's a delete. Faster way of writing that is just writing x minus 16.69x plus 80.9. Okay, we kind of did this back in first semester when we did the Desmos selfie. And better, or the best answer is if you can move the graph without dragging and clicking. So I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then I'll show you the other method. So when you click on the wrench, you'll notice that I have too much values over here on the x values. There's too much negatives. So I probably want to trim it here at positive 5. 5 is going to be my x minimum. X-axis, this is my minimum. I'm going to change that to a positive 5. You can close the settings and you can kind of see your picture. I want to see more of the graph on the right side, the roller coaster. So I might increase this to maybe something like 25. This is called your X max. Okay, in the problem, it looks like it goes through the x-axis only at one location. Now it's pretty simple on the Desmos. You can actually just click on it. But you'll notice I have 3 of them. Now you could click and drag. That's the easy way. You can also magnify, but better is if you use the regular settings. So if I click on the 3 of them, one of them is wrong. Talk to your partner, which one of these is incorrect as a 0 and why? Which one of those is wrong and why? Your choices are left, middle, or right. Class, 2 of these have what number on the y values? 0. This is a 0. This is a 0. Class, does that one say, all of it say 0? No. So these 2 are the zeros. This is what you're going to copy onto your paper and write down the x values. Let's do that together. Clear it out by pressing the X. Now you'll notice that your settings are not negative 10, 10, negative 10, and 10, so you can actually just click on Desmos and then it'll just restart. Okay, so pick your favorite variable, y or f of x. Achieves this negative x squared plus 3x plus 7. You'll notice that this roller coaster goes too high for the picture. So I went higher on the y values. So you can come over here on the y-axis and maybe we change that to 16. And then I have a better picture. Now, we should already know a couple of things. We already know that to the power of 2 is a quadratic. We also know that the leading coefficient is negative. That's why it's pointing down. We know the y-intercept is 7, and we already know that when you actually click on the graph, 0, 7. And then today's lesson, we're learning about, what are these called, class? 0. So let's go ahead and copy that down. round to the nearest hundredths. Open graphing calculator. If you go to the far right, there's a wrench. There's your settings. You can click on the bigger A. Again, so you can see. So on the wrench. And then you also have the reverse contrast. So if you don't want white, you can do black. Type in your equation. You can use f of x or y. We're doing question number 15. Minus 1.1 x squared minus 64.5 x plus 229.5. Okay, we have the same issue. You can't see the whole roller coaster. So to change your window, you're going to go to the wrench. We're going to go higher on the y values, a higher maximum on the window. Let's just type in 446. Positive 446, and you'll notice that now I can see the whole roller coaster. To click on the zeros, you're going to the x-axis, which I don't have on mine. So I understand that you can click and drag, but I think it's more powerful to know that you can shift the graph by changing of numbers. So maybe add another 0. No, y values. Let's go 106. Okay, so from here, you can just simply click on the x-intercept or zeros, and then you can copy the coordinate down. Now you'll notice over here, it looks like it's just one value. But if you actually go over and zoom in, you can click on there and you actually have 3 of them. But one of them doesn't make sense. Talk to your partner, 5 seconds. Why does it not make sense? Let's see if you understand today's lesson. Class, are we going to take all of these? Why not? Because 2 of them have y values that are zeros. And the other one has a y value that's not 0. So I'm going to write 5.00 and 5.10 on my paper. Let's go ahead and do that. Go to Desmos. Open graphing calculator. You can type in f of x. You can also use the keyboard. And the top right, you can use the contrast and then reverse contrast. So then let's go ahead and put into the calculator x squared plus 6x plus 6. Okay, from here, it looks like the graph came up right away, so you can just click on your zeros, and then you can sketch that onto your paper. So today's lesson, we learned about the zeros. These are called irrational zeros because the numbers keep moving on. It's not something nice. So normally we're finding rational zeros, whole numbers, positive negatives by factoring.
Mr. Ing's class, we will greatly succeed. Intelligence we will breed and never ever cheat. And don't forget to show your work. Cause when you get that 4.0, you'll have a huge smirk.